Hey you guys, Desmond here,
And LaCresha.
and welcome back to the channel. And today we are doing a double feature for Drag Race France Season 2.
It's
We're
my
looking
fault.
we're looking at the comeback challenge and the makeover. That's what
Yes.
we're looking at today. But before we get into it, just want to remind everyone to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We would greatly appreciate it. And we're so close to our goal of 500 subscribers. So go ahead and hit the buttons wherever they are. And go ahead, notify to get bell notifications. Y'all know what I mean. That came out backwards. It came out backwards, but y'all know what I mean. So what do we think of these two episodes that we had here?
They for both episodes in total, they did my girl Peach bad, but they were both really
Good episodes. Honestly, I have really enjoyed Drag Race France this season. I really have. There's been
Yes.
some questionable choices, and it's very clear who they want to win.
Yes,
But it's also very clear who should win,
yes,
and we're going to discuss both of those things. But yeah, I've really enjoyed Drag Race France. I can see it being higher in our ranking at the end of the year because this was a pretty good season.
pretty good. Yeah.
And one thing that I really loved is, sometimes we get a queen like Kiona on here and she's just doing immaculate. But the judges are just like, oh, blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that.
You and garbage.
Yeah, like what they did to Taste on UK Season 2. So although they didn't get...
I was sitting there thinking about that too.
Although they haven't been giving my girl Kiona all the wins she should have gotten, she hasn't...
Facts.
After these two episodes, she has never placed anything lower than high.
Yes.
Baby, 8 episodes, 7 episodes, 8 episodes, I don't know how many episodes it was. High, win,
The
high,
whole
high.
time.
Never placed below high. No other queen has ever done it. Put a crown on it. If I ain't telling you then, I'm telling you now. Team Kiona.
If you like it, then you should have put a crown on it, man.
And baby, like, she's dominating social media. Like, if you go look at the Twitter and the Instagram, her likes and her reposts. I'm sorry, X. It's called X now. If you're looking at the repost and the likes, Kiona is like mountains ahead of everybody else. So it's clear they want one queen to win, but honestly, they
The
just
public wants a completely different queen to win.
crown it. Like, you could have just played in our faces. If they don't crown her, they should have just played in our faces and sent her home like halfway through. Because what was the point?
Okay.
What was the point?
What was the reason?
Get us all happy and excited. But we're not to the finale. That's next week. All I know is Kiona better have a crown on her
Live
head.
finale.
Yeah, no, they're actually doing... It's not live, but like how Drag Race does their US seasons. They're going to be in a theater and it's going to be all... I believe they've already shot it too.
Yes.
And I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, look at y'all trying to be like us. I ain't mad at it.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I'm shocked the All Stars doesn't do a finale similar to that. You would think at this point. But
They would.
I'm not the decision maker for World of Wonder. I'm not a producer or whomever. But let's go ahead and get into
Produced
this.
show and just barely.
Baby, if I was a producer on this show. Oh. Now, let me be in charge of the music for the lip syncs. Tell me the budget. And I'm finna go get us some songs, okay? Even if I gotta start calling people myself. Hello, Madonna. Ma'am. Don't ask how I got your number. Tell your team to clear. We got the money. Shoot. The fact that 4 minutes has still not been a lip sync song is a crime. It is a crime.
Oh, did you hear NSYNC's trying to have a reunion?
I think that trying to get some coins, and all 5 of them are doing it. I'm like, all 5?
They all five.
Because one's trying to rebuild his reputation. So I'm thinking that's why he's like, you know what? Now is the right time to, hop up in there. I said what I said. Huh. All right, let's get into these 2 episodes, okay? So, let me turn you up. There we go. All right, so we start off with we start off after Moon self-eliminated, sending her so much love. And, they were just praising her and, admiring her for doing what she needed to do for her mental health. Then they have these cute little flashbacks. I'm like, the girl ain't dead, y'all. Y'all gonna see her again. No, I thought the way they were making it ended up that she was gone to glory. I'm like, wait a minute. You getting me all emotional. Like, we ain't gonna see her. Hopefully we see her at the reunion. I imagine she would still come. Not the reunion, the live finale. Unless they do a reunion. I'm not sure if they are. If they do, I'm gonna be kind of upset because I really want to see Kiana win next week. But hey, they celebrate what they think is the top 5 right now. So, they come in the next day. They're having their moment. They're once again excited about being in the top 5. Nikki gives her room mail. She comes into the workroom. And it is now time for the mini... Well, what'd you call it? This a mini challenge? They were just sitting there having this cute little therapy session with Nikki Doll. Which I think my favorite one was Nikki and Kiona. That was too funny. So, we're moving on. They're ha ha ha, he he he. So now it's time for the actual mini challenge where we get to play with puppets. Woo! Because everybody loves
puppets.
That's right. So, the pit crew comes out. The queens come up, grab inside his box, and pull out their puppets.
Yeah.
Well, we're just going to go through this just a tad quickly. They're going through, they're picking their puppets. I thought this was a pretty good puppet challenge. Like, nobody really bombed except, we'll talk about Mexico's, but nobody was like bad.
That was rough.
We had a few that were like, but it is what it is. So we find out that Mummy Wata is the winner of this mini challenge. Woo! Woo! Come on, the Lucy LaDuca of this season. I'm sorry, that was me. So for the Maxi Challenge, we find out that they're going to be forming in a girl group, which I really thought it was going to be like a rooming situation. And plus, I didn't know it was a comeback challenge until she said it. I'm like, oh, so much I didn't know what's going on is going on here today. So we find out that they're going to be doing a girl group challenge. 5-on-5, they will be performing to Nikki Doll's song Attention. And basically, one of them will be going home. And one of the losing queens, I'm sorry, I don't want to say losing queens, but one of the queens that have already went home, minus Moon, will take their spot. I'm like, oh, okay. So it's kind of like the Kitty Girl Challenge from All Stars 3, but with a little twist, But instead of, there being the top 2 is just the winner, you know what I'm saying? So the queens, they sit down, they discuss, they go to the rehearsal to do The Way You Make Me Feel. When she dropped Attention, I think it was last year, I was sitting there like, oh, wait a minute, ow. I thought it was going to be for Drag Race, France 1.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, this will be the cute little remix.
I remember us discussing it, and you were like, how come it wasn't this song?
And we still didn't get the remix. Ugh. Anyway, They tried it. But they go through their rehearsals, and once they're good and going into it, guess who sneaks on the stage? The eliminated queens, and they have the doom doom.
The eliminated queen,
and they have the doom 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 stare down moment. But afterwards, they hugged and kissed. I'm like, oh, we missed you. And they continued on with their rehearsal. So now let's get to this here main stage. So up first we have the hostess with the mostest, Nikki Doll.
Looking like a Jessica Rabbit getting married.
That is exactly how I was finna explain this. Those were my exact words. This is so freaking stunning.
Yes.
Like the stone
I
tights,
love the little
honey.
sparkly
Oh,
stockings.
yes. Like this all works.
I
for
need
me.
a pair of those sparkly stockings.
Like this all works for me, Nikki. You did this, honey. You just look so good, honey. You look so good. But hold my mule. I need to get. Oh, look at me. Already had my Drag Race France notes up. I knew we were starting with France, and I'm like, let me get it correct. All right. So we are joined this week by, of course, Daphne, Kitty Doll, and our special guest judge. Hold on, I'm trying to pronounce this. I got his first name is Victor Winsanto, and I'm saying it with a Spanish accent, so I know I'm saying it wrong. And then we're also joined by Virgin Despentes. They were there.
They were there.
They were there. They were lovely.
They were there.
Yeah, they were lovely.
They're all right.
Yeah. So up first we have the returnees.
Yes.
What did we think of the returnees here? As a group, we're going to talk about them individually.
They seemed slightly disjointed. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah. Like the one who won from the group clearly won. We're going to talk about it. But yeah, it's just the rest that were just a tad off. Like it wasn't bad.
Right.
But it was like I was watching 5 different performances.
Did that part.
So let's start off with the pheromone lookalike. I'm sorry, she does look like Pheromone, but her name is Vespi, not Vetsy. It's Vespi. I remember.
Yes.
So Vespi, she was cute.
She was all right.
Yeah, the outfit is what really got me. I'm like, oh, this yellow is stunning. This yellow is stunning.
You think the wig was attached to it?
I would say so. Maybe it had like a little hole she could put it through in the top.
Okay.
Maybe. Or maybe it's supposed to be covering the top there. Who knows? Who knows? Up next is Ginger Bitch.
Yes.
She didn't know the words.
She never knows her words.
Quit. Not too much on Ginger Bitch now. Not too much.
Isn't that what got her eliminated last time?
But she didn't know the words. And speaking of not knowing the words, Rose also did not know the words. I'm like, come on, y'all. Come on. Like, God. Yeah, can we
That's what they didn't do.
Now, Kitty Space, she did okay. I'm like, all right, Miss Kitty. All right.
Of course.
But let's talk about Peach.
Peach.
8.
The performer.
8.
8.
8.
8.
Oh, and the body in this jumpsuit here. Oh,
this one piece. Yes.
Oh, baby, she padded for the gods.
Yes.
I was like, oh, give me womana.
She said, I'm gonna give it all to you, darling.
All is what we received upon this day, and I was
yes.
I was glad with what we received.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
In the house of Gucci. But yeah, that was group number 1. Now let's get to our top 5 here. Yes. And I thought, like I said, this was way better than the first group.
Yes, they were cohesive.
But when you have an
not
amazing
only
choreographer,
in their outfits, but in performance.
But when you have an amazing choreographer from the House of Revlon, you know.
See.
What do we expect? She gave it to us every ball on Legendary, honey. Like, anyway. So, up first, we did have, hold on. This is Sarah Forever. What do we think of Sarah Forever?
Wait, hold on. I think I went too far.
You probably did. Her wig is orange and it says Attention by Nikki Doll at the bottom.
It doesn't help that they're all... Well, you know what? Their makeup all looks the same, so they really were like, yeah, we're going to have one cohesive look.
Baby. And that was another thing. They look like a group. The other group did
Yes.
not. Actually, Peach looked like she belonged over here. We should have known what was going to happen.
Huh.
But I have to
Just imagine if Peach had been in this group.
Oh, it would have just took it to the next level. She probably would have been the individual winner if, she was in the top 5.
Mm-hmm.
But Sarah, forever, she did a really good job here.
Yes.
I was impressed. I'm like, Sarah. Because, we really haven't seen her perform. The one time we were going to, that was when Moon quit. So we didn't see her lip sync for her life or lip sync légendaire.
Lip sync légendaire.
I love when Nikki says that. I love it so much. So I was.
I get confused
impressed.
because Mexico says the same thing.
They say "y con
Y
con."
con
I'm like, of course. I bet that was Lolita's idea too. I bet it was. But yeah, I thought she did a really good job. Punani. Now she. I don't want to say she did bad because she did good.
Right.
But she was just a tad bit behind everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, again,
but it wasn't too distracting because they put her in the back.
Yes.
I'm like, smart. Put the girl who can't dance in the back.
In the back.
Put her in the back.
Work around her a little bit, but in the back.
If you can't see it from the front,
you can see it from the back. Why is it all of our favorite artists are having issues?
Maybe Miss Doja, Miss Doja, that really hurt my feelings. You can't be talking about your fans like that, sis. In your new song you said you'd rather be famous instead. You know who makes you famous?
The fans.
Those fans you just pissed off. And then you lost 500,000 followers on Instagram after you said that? Sis. I want to support you, but girl, that man is getting in your ear. You need to step away from that demon, because that's what he is.
Who is she dating?
Oh, we'll talk about that later.
Oh my God. Because between her and Lizzo, I'm like, why are all of y'all being so problematic right now?
We'll talk about Lizzo later too, because I have some theories. But anyway, let's move on to Cookie Cunty. Cookie, she did a good job, but her face wasn't there. There was no emotion. It was just a blank stare. She was like, I'm like, can we feel the energy? I really think that's what got her, because you felt nothing here. Yeah, she was giving you the 1, 2, 1, 2, but it was just dead in the face. And I'm like, Miss Cookie, honey, are you having a good time? Are you okay? Do we need to slap a hoe?
Something.
Up next is Mami Wata. I love Mami Wata. I love saying Mami Wata.
Mami Wata.
But Mami Wata, she
I
did a
thought
really
I
good
wasn't
job.
going to get to say Mami Wata no more.
But I thought Mami Wata did a good job here. A real good job. And then, of course, Queen Mother.
Yes.
Miss
Kiona
Revlon, honey. This was everything. Darling. This was everything.
I'm gonna need. So I have some problematically bad news. And you're gonna have to go by yourself, and that really sucks because I want to go with you. I might not get to go DragCon next year.
I thought you were finna say something problematic with the camera roll, and I'm like, ma'am, please don't say that.
No, why would I get us canceled?
But I hate to hear that you possibly can't come.
Well, what I've been told are those days are blackout days, and I'm just like, how? Why?
What are blackout
I don't
days?
understand. Yes, so I'm at a new school, so I think I don't know why they would make May a blackout month.
So you can't request off in May? Is that what that blackout means?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But I'm a try it. I'm gonna be like, I'm sorry, this trip was already planned. I didn't know May was a blackout day.
Yeah. Well, if you can't, I hate to hear that. I do, because we had such a good time. The go around.
We did, and I'm so excited, and I'm really hoping that this queen will be there.
Oh my God! If Kiona is there and you're not, just know I will send you a lot of pictures of me meeting.
You're gonna send me a whole bunch of pictures anyway, just to tease me.
But I will send you this one for sure. Be like, look at my man.
You better FaceTime me. You better FaceTime me and take a picture with me on the phone.
Not with you on the phone.
Yes.
I'm not gonna play with you, but back to Kiona here. She ate.
Yes.
I don't get me wrong.
Always good. She brings to you every ball.
And don't get me wrong. Like, I understand Sarah Forever's runway was stronger. We're gonna get to that. But I think I would have gave it to her. I think I would have. I think I would have. Besides, Sarah don't need all the wins. Anyway, sickening group. So it's now time for the category for the week, and that is shine for us. I thought all 10 of them were going to get to walk, but no, just the 5. Up first is
just
Kiona. Stunning. Up first is Kiona. What did you think of her look?
Oh, that was iconic.
This was stunning. This was everything. This was beautiful. I love the headpiece. I love the bodysuit. It is all good for me. It really is.
Yes.
Moving on to Mommy Wata. I really enjoyed this. I love that she was covered head to toe. I love that. I love that. She's like, this is my skin. This is my skin. I thought it was real cute. Up next is Cookie Cunty. Now, Miss Cookie. This is the 1 week. Because typically she's had good runways this season. Oh, what a time to have not a good one.
Right?
Because she walked down this, I'm like, girl, what is going on up in these streets?
I don't know. When did she think they were? Well, I mean, I know they don't have any, like, power over when those are what order they're in.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you set a standard for yourself at any given time. This was like a very, very weak look.
But
hey, don't make me make the cricket sound again.
Maybe this was like, oh, she had everything on her list but this one. And she's like, okay, what? I got to do something real quick. Maybe. But we move on to Sarah Forever. And baby...
Oh, I do have sad horn. Dun, dun, dun.
Baby, we're on Sarah Forever now. Baby. Baby. I lived for this. And when she rubbed her hands on her body... and the purple and gold, or I'll say orange. Oh... This is what took the win right here. And I ain't gonna lie to you. This was good.
I think it's silver and it was just reflecting the light.
Maybe. Yeah, because, you know, the light, yeah. But still, like, this was everything.
It was iconic.
Like, this was really good. And I think that's what got her the win, because she did really good in the Girl Group Challenge and had the best runway. I think that's what got her. Now, me, I think I still would have given it to Kiona because, you know, I put the challenge a little bit ahead of the runway. But, like, I wasn't mad when they said Sarah's name. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. Like, I see it.
Like, I see it. I see it.
You know. Up next is Punani. I thought this was so creative. Oh, you didn't?
No, I'm agreeing.
Oh, okay. Like, she made her skin reflective, this whole thing. Like, how do you know, we're not going to get into that. But this was stunning.
Well, it looks like it was just a face kini. Now, how do you get it to because that jaw is there. That part.
Excuse me. So, we have our fine, they are fine, but we have our 5 queens here. Who had your favorite look of the week?
Kiana.
I'm going with Sarah Forever. Kiana's a close second. Close second. So we find out that the winner is Sarah Forever, and just like we stated before, I'm not mad at it. I wouldn't have chose this, but I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But then we find out that Kiona, Punani, and Mami Wata is safe, making Cookie Queen the bottom queen of the week.
Cookie Cunty.
Oh, I said Cookie Queen. Cookie Cunty, the bottom queen of the week. So, Nikki Doll then announces the winner from the other group, which was I said Punani. Lord, Peach. Peach. Called her Peach. Now Peach. Come on, Desmond. All right. Peach was Belgique.
Peach.
No, Peach was Belgique. That's why I was trying to think. There is a queen named Peach. She's from Drag Race Belgique, Belgium.
Oh.
Remember, she was the one that did that weird sword dancing talent show.
Oh, yeah.
So now to Peach. She is the winner of the loser team, and she will now lip sync for the returnees. She will now lip sync against Cookie Cunty. If Peach wins, she returns. If Cookie wins, Peach just stays gone. Stays gone. So they lip sync to Atalors by Shizzle. What do we think of this lip sync?
Oh, Peach did that.
Yeah, Peach ate. Po Cookie, like she was trying over there, but Peach was just
Look, I knew it was over as soon as they announced it was Peach. I was like, oh, the choreographer, yeah.
Baby, she says, you may have got me because, Cookie was the one who sent her home. She said, you may have got me the first time, but you ain't
gonna give me again.
Fool me once, shame on me, okay?
Fool me twice.
There was not going to be, as you see, it was not going to be.
Exactly.
Baby, she was determined to get back into this competition. And poor Cookie,
she's like, and I didn't have to do all that extra work. What?
Baby, and poor Cookie, she was just there. But
right.
We find out that the winner of the lip sync is Peach. Do you agree with that?
Yeah,
I do too. Which unfortunately means Cookie Cunty had to sashay. Oh, babe. Cookie, I really enjoyed you. If you decide to step back on the stage for Versus the World or Global All-Stars, whatever, I'll be glad to see you again. Or if France one day gets their own All-Stars, I will be glad to see you, honey. I really would. But she's gone, Peach is back, and they're doing that. I'm a winner, baby. I'm a winner. I'm a winner, baby.
Blinders, keepers.
I'm a winner, baby.
Losers, weepers.
I'm a winner, baby. Alright, so now we are going back into the workroom after the elimination of Cookie Cunty. And they're reading the message. She cleans off the mirror. And, they congratulate Peach for winning back. And, they were just talking about, how Cookie really shined this season. And they're going to miss her. She won the ball and all this other stuff. And she had a whole bunch of shining moments. And unfortunately, she got cut right at the end. But then they finally congratulate the official top 5. So they come back into the workroom the next morning. And I love how they were all acting like realtors and explaining the property to Peach. Being like, oh, yeah, the Eiffel Tower.
Like, I know you haven't been here in a while, so these are the changes that we made.
you see that. Yes, look at all these beautiful things. So Nikki Doll enters the workroom, honey, and she announces that this week's mini challenge this is probably like my favorite mini challenge ever. Lola Diva comes back, and they're gonna play the weakest heel which is a parody of The
The Weakest Link. Goodbye.
Goodbye. And Miss Lola La Diva, if they don't bring her back for something like, get her back for Versus the World right now. Because when I tell you, she had me hollering the whole time she was on this screen. The whole time. Like I said, this has to be my favorite mini challenge, like, across all the franchises. Like, this was just so much fun. Let's just get into it. So they had 5 minutes to get into Quick Drag.
Yes.
So once they did, they went to the main stage. And correct me if I'm wrong, I believe this is the first time they ever done a mini challenge on the main stage.
Yeah.
So it's just like, look, history all over the place. History all over the place. These are what our queens did in 5 minutes. I'm like, okay. And again, Lola La Diva as the host, she had me hollering. Hollering. Like, I'm laying in my bed watching this, and I'm just cackling. Like, it's the hardest. I laughed the whole season. So we need Lola La Diva back on the television screen, okay? Immediately. So, we go through the mini challenge, and we find out that the winner is Mami Wata. Now, there was only one thing that just kind of, I don't want to say it disappointed me, but I was really looking forward to it, but it didn't happen. I was shocked nobody's answer was Shaka Khan. Oh, you don't get the reference?
No.
So, when RuPaul was on The Weakest Link, back in her, when she was first popping, she was on The Weakest Link. She didn't know one of the answers, so she just said Shaka Khan. And I forget the question, but it was something like way left, like nothing to do with music, and she's like, Shaka Khan. And like the Vivian, and I want to say even Tia Coffee, when they've done The Weakest Link, they've done it. And I'm like, oh, it'd be funny if one of them did it. They didn't. If I was there and I didn't know the answer, I would go, Shaka Khan! But
Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan, Shaka
So
Khan.
if I ever get on The Weakest Link and I don't know the answer, trust and believe, I'm going to sit there and say, Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. But yeah, so we find out Mami Wata was the winner. And we get back to the workroom and we find out that this week's challenge is the makeover.
Ooh.
I love a good makeover challenge, honey. I really do. So, they're going to be making over rugby players.
Yes.
And because Mami Wata won the
their
mini
version
challenge
of American football,
she gets to pair up the queens. And she says she did it pretty fairly, and I can see it.
Yeah.
But for me,
she worked with them.
But for me, you already know what I'm going to say.
You was going to butcher everybody but yourself.
That part. This is a competition, and I want to make it to the finale. So, I'm finna give me the best one that I feel like I could do the best with. And then the rest of them, I'm going to pair them up to where it's just hard for y'all. Shoot. I'm trying to win. You know the song they play at the end. I want that to be about me. I'm a winner. I'm a winner, baby. I want that to be about me. So, they do that. Now we're on to the main stage. We have Miss Nikki Doll here looking stunning.
Yes.
Oh, this is beautiful.
I don't know if last week's look is my favorite or this week's look is
I like the last week look better, but this one's good too.
Yeah.
Like, these two looks are probably my two favorite from the whole season.
I think if the hair had been a different color, I would have liked it.
I think if the hair was bigger, it would have gave it to me. Just give it that good old Texas pageant wig. Yes, honey. The higher the hair, the closer to God. That's the type of hair you needed here. That's what she needed.
Yeah, because then it wouldn't have made her face look so big.
But I love her face.
I love her face too. It just looks like she ate salt.
So we are joined by Daphne Berkey, as always. Kitty Doyle. And then
Kitty Smile.
Yes, Nicholas Hutchard. And Lazara, who I found out is like a big singer in France. So I'm like, okay, Miss Lazara. So, the category is beautiful match. Up first, we have Peach and Sister Beach. And they did the evil stepsisters from Cinderella, which I thought that was so cute.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's talk about these outfits. Peach looks great.
Of course.
Her makeover. The main challenge. Like, I like it, I do. It's just...
Yes.
It's too small for her. Why did you put that on her? I understand this is what I brought. But honey, you were gone for like 3 weeks. You can't tell me there wasn't nothing in that like 3 weeks worth of drag you didn't wear that you could have matched up something to somewhat go together. Because this ensemble did not fit. It was 2 sizes too small. And they even called her out for the corset. I'm like, yeah, it was very clear that the corset did not fit.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting, I saw this, I'm like, yeah, Peach going back to the house. I'm like, it's the first one. I'm like, yeah, Peach finna go. She came back for a good second, though. Up next,
I don't think they would have let her in the finale anyway.
I feel like if she would have done well enough, I think they would have. Because part of me feels like they really wanted to get rid of Mommy Wata. Like, that's been in my soul for a while, that they've been looking for reasons to get rid of her. But she's always been like, you can't touch me. So speaking of, up next is Mommy Wata and Queen Mara. So they come out as these old ladies. And then they turned into these dominatrixes.
Yes.
And the judge, I'm sorry, but the judge's critiques for Mommy Wata this week, I don't get this because I thought this was lovely.
Right.
And
but see, a lot of their critiques had more to do with these people who have never worn heels before in life.
Yep.
And they're like, oh, but they're gay. These are rugby players. They wear shoes with cleats on the bottom. They run around and get hit for a living. What in the world made you think that in less than 24 hours that they would go from brute strength men to effeminate females?
I don't know. I'm like, that's the reason why I got this screenshot right here. They were clocking her walk, and I'm like, what do you expect? Now, I can understand if, they had a couple weeks to get these queens together. But like you said, they've had a day.
Or even a couple of days.
They had a day. Like one full day.
One full day, if that.
Because they got them that morning, and they did the whole, let's leave the workroom and come back. But they did it all in one day. That morning they met. By that evening, they were on the main stage walking. But even the outfits, they were talking about, they were a little simple. No, bitch, they're dominatrix.
Exactly.
I don't get it. I don't. Like, honestly, if Peach would have bombed like she did, they would have sent Mommy Wata home here. I fully believe it.
And I fully believe it, too.
Up next is Punani and Lovali.
Should I do the cricket sound effect?
Up next is Kiona and Lola. This was stunning.
Oh my god, they were gorgeous.
Stunning. I did agree about the puff in the front. I felt like it was more distracting than enhancing. But like, this was stunning. The makeup was good. The walk was decent. I'm like, okay. Okay.
Kiona got really lucky to have a player who, was so willing to commit to the bit.
Yeah. But my
was calling her mother and everything.
We've seen makeovers come in and they're not fully committed to the gig. I'm like, honey, why are y'all here?
Anthony Padilla.
Like, why are we here? Even the one that Jimbo made over just on this past All Stars. Why are you here if you're not going to fully commit?
Exactly. I don't want to shave, but you're going to have to. I mean, I'm pretty sure they explained that to you, even if you were voluntold.
And it's just like, I know if I'm ever walked in for the makeover, what we wearing? It might be some off the wall shit, but guess what? I'm going to put it on and I'm going to give it my best shot, okay? Because I understand
if
you're
you
still
go and I come and they do, best friend. Well, you might not take me because I'm not necessarily your bestest friend.
Messy, just messy. Oh. But yeah, like if I were to sign up and go, I'm doing whatever you want. You're still in the competition, not me. So if you make me look like Boo Boo the Fool, that's on you, not on me.
Exactly.
Which I hope they don't make me look like Boo Boo the Fool. I hope not. I hope not. But anyway, stunning. So
yes, gorgeous, darling, gorgeous.
Up next is Sarah Forever and Davina Forever. Honey, when I tell you, I didn't know which one was which. I was sitting there and I'm like, wait, because at first I thought the taller one was Sarah. I'm like, no, that's not Sarah. I'm like, yeah, no, the tall one's the rugby player. I was like, you better come through, Sarah.
Well, they shaved and Sarah was like, oh, wait, we look like twins.
That's exactly what happened here. Honestly, this was...
And that would have been the song we played up to. We're twins. I am me, she is she.
I would have done that
I pretend I'm her.
I would have done the one from the Barbie movie. You're just like me. I'm just like you.
Those went viral on TikTok.
But yeah, we have our 5 pairs of queens here.
I really wish I knew what show they were referencing though, because it looks like it would be funny.
I know, right? So, which was your favorite makeover?
Kiona's.
I would have to say Sarah Forever. Like, she really did such...
Sarah Forever was a close second.
And Kiona's a close second for... Kiona was a close second for me as well. But the queens are back here, and Nikki Doll asks us the question, why should you be in the finale? And I'm like, oh, really? I mean, we must need to kill some time. Because I don't think we've ever gotten the questions, why should you be in the finale?
Well, no, we've gotten it on the American seasons.
No, and the American one has always been, why should you be America's Next Drag Superstar? Not why should you make it to the finale? I'm just glad we didn't get that, oh, here's 2-year-old Peach. You know I hate that mess. Oh, God.
Why do you detest that so much?
Oh, it's like, that's why,
That's not a reason.
It is a reason.
It is not a reason.
It is a reason. I personally don't like it because not everyone had the best childhood growing up. And you're really trying to get folks to get up there and start crying and get it in their heads. You're trying to manipulate the brain, and I don't like that. Especially if you're about to send that queen home and you just got her all up in her feelings. Had the lip sync, sent her to the house, and now she has to deal with all those emotions you brought up. What would you say to 2-year-old Peach? I would say put that picture down.
You get it, baby?
I would say put that picture down, bro. Put it there. Who gave you that picture? Because I didn't give it to you.
You kind of had to.
I would have been like, file not found, and I'll send it to him. Anyway, so after that, Nikki Doll announces that the winner this week is Sarah Forever.
Ooh.
Do you agree with Sarah Forever winning this week's challenge?
Yeah, I mean, I see it.
Yeah, so. Honestly, this is like the first win of Sarah's that I actually agree with.
Yeah.
Like 100% I agree with. The other ones I'm like, okay, I see why they did it, but it don't make sense to me. This one I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I 100% see why Sarah Forever won this challenge.
Do I like it? No, but
No.
I understand it.
But then we find out that Kiona is safe. And she will be
Yeah.
going to the finale. As well as Mami
finale.
Wata. She is safe. And she will be going to the finale. Giving
And
us
she was near tears.
our bottom two of Punani and Peach.
Yes.
Do you agree with this bottom two?
Yeah.
I do. I agree with this bottom two. Very much so. Very much so.
I'm gonna be honest. In the moment when I was watching it, I was like, "Why is Peach down there?" But then I was like, "Well, I'm pretty sure they wanted to get rid of her anyway." Because, like, looking back, I see the issues with the outfits, but in the moment when I was watching it, I was just like, "No, she killed that."
But they lip sync to Femme, Avant Femme by McConnell. Again, I'm saying it with a Spanish accent. Forgive me.
Mi ganó un femme, un femme.
Can we talk about how beautiful this song was?
Yes, this was a gorgeous song. I was near tears.
I was in tears. I'm just sitting there and they translate the lyrics for us, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, yeah,
there's some things that they translate on some shows that they don't translate on other shows.
Mm-hmm. I just think,
and it makes me mad.
I just think it's the song because even Mexico does this. Some of the songs they'll translate, and some of them they won't. So I just think it's the song. If the song doesn't make sense in English, they're like, we're not even finna confuse these folks.
Right.
But baby, when I tell you, I'm in tears watching this performance, listening to this song. I'm like, yeah, that woman does love another woman. And this, hold on, I got a screenshot of it. Daphne. I have to say, Daphne has become one of my favorite judges this season. Like on season 1, she was okay, she was there. But season 2, seeing her genuine love for the queens and seeing her genuine support, she never came off too mean. If she had a critique, she gave the critique, but never got too harsh, unlike a certain guest judge on Philippines. By the time they've seen this, we've already roasted her. So, but yeah, I just have to say Daphne has become one of my favorite judges this season. She really has. Like, I really love me some Daphne now. All right, but yeah, this lip sync was beautiful. I do think Punani took the edge there just a little bit because
she gave a little bit more emotion.
I don't really want to say she gave more emotion. She gave more power.
Yeah, because she was
Peach,
the whole time.
Because Peach was giving more. I'm fixing to actually break down and cry. Where Punani's like, you listen to me, right here. And right
this
now.
was her and I'm telling you moment.
But yeah, Nikki decided to keep Punani, which I do agree. I think she did win this lip sync. Do you agree with this decision?
Again, in the moment, I was like, in the moment, actually, I think I did agree. I don't think Peach was giving as much as she could have given for this song. Again, this is not a flips and dips song.
Yep. And we've got quite a few of our lip syncs this week were songs you couldn't really boom.
Yeah.
So now we have a top 4. Are you Team Sarah Forever? Team Kiona? Woo! Team Punani? Or Team Mami Wata? Yeah! And we will find out next week in their live finale. But there it is, 2 episodes in 1, honey. We did it.
I love Kiona's look.
Oh, it's stunning. It's stunning. But let's go ahead and wrap this up because we got more videos to record, even though this will be the last one to go up. Where can they find you on social media?
You can find me at Cresha McGill. That's CRESHAMCGILL on all social media.
And you can find me on all social media platforms at Simply Desmond. That's SIMPLYDESMONT. Thank you so much for spending your day with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see y'all later. Bye.